What's going on, guys? It's your boy Drake Stacy here, your color commentator for OCW, and welcome to this very important OCW update. I'm so excited for what I'm about to explain to you guys. So, first, before I get into any of that, please like and comment on this video to let us know about what you think about this video and the changes and the additions that are going to be going forward here in OCW. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback. And you might want to comment anyway for what I have coming up anyway. And I'd just like to take this second to thank each and every one of you, all of the subscribers, all of the people who watch this show. You guys mean the absolute world to me, and you guys are the reason why we are able to move this show forward in the direction that it's going. We are growing every day, every show. It's getting better and better, and I cannot thank you all enough for the love and support that you give this show. It really means the world. So, with that being said, I've had so much fun making OCW, filming, editing, commentating, the whole thing. I've loved it so much. I'm having such a great time, and I hope it shows in the work that I'm putting out. So I'm really excited to be announcing that because of all of this, because of all the support, because of the growth, I want to do more. So I am going to be adding a developmental territory, NXT, to OCW. So we are going to have the main roster of Raw and SmackDown, and then we're going to have our minor roster, which is NXT. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be built in the similar way to how WWE does their NXT, because I actually believe that NXT is 1,000 times better than WWE's main roster, and I hope you feel the same. So for NXT, there will be 18 men, and there will be, 8 women. There will be 4 championships on the brand. There will be the NXT Championship, which is currently on the main roster. We will have the NXT Internet Championship, NXT Tag Team Championships, and NXT Women's Championships. Now, I just said that the NXT Championship, which is already on the main roster, which is currently being held by Jacob Steele, will be moving down to the NXT brand to become NXT's top title. That is true. That is what is going to be happening. However, Jacob Steele will not be going with that championship because after he defeated Mario Sanchez back at our last little impromptu episode, he now gets the opportunity to cash in that NXT championship, and he will do so and will get a title shot for the OCW championship because he is on the Raw brand, and that is the main title on Raw. He will get a title shot at that championship at our next pay-per-view in the main event. So that means the NXT championship is now vacated, and it will become the brand new championship for NXT. Now, obviously, the NXT Championship has a stipulation around it, and it's going to be slightly altered for NXT. And here's how it's going to be. So, right now, the NXT Championship, the way it works is you win the championship, and then you defend the championship 4 times. That'll give you 5 wins for the NXT Championship, and you get a shot at a world title here on the main roster. It is now going to change. You still have to win those 5 matches, win the championship, defend it 4 times. You still have to do that. But once the champion does do that, if they do that, they will get an opportunity to cash it in and move up to the main roster from NXT and replace somebody on the main roster. And here's how it's going to work. When they get up to the main roster, it is not a guarantee that they will be there. Like I said, it's not a guarantee that you become champion once you cash in the NXT Championship. So it's not a guarantee that you stay up there. You get 3 matches against 3 randomly selected guys by yours truly. And the 3 matches will take place. If the NXT hopeful wins 2 of the 3 matches, he secures a spot on the main roster. And the 2 guys who he beats to get there, they will then have to go one-on-one with each other, and the loser of that match will become the newest member of NXT. A way to constantly change up the landscape, a way to constantly keep everybody on their toes. It makes the NXT Championship very, very valuable on the NXT brand. I'm just really excited about doing this. It's going to provide brand new stuff to not only OCW but the CAW world. I don't think that concept has ever been done, so I'm really excited to be doing that. And because I want to do more, I'm going to be bringing back Raw and SmackDown episodes, not just pay-per-view to pay-per-view. We're going to be properly building shows with proper matches, with proper feuds, and we are going to bring back promos because it is kind of hard to build without some promos. There's not going to be promo heavy, but there will be maybe one or two either backstage segment or in-ring segment per show. We'll see how it goes. But I'm really excited about bringing those shows back, really building this show, giving you guys content to watch, giving you guys content to enjoy on a more frequent basis. That is what I'm trying to do. And because the NXT Championship is moving from Raw to NXT, Raw needs a mid-card championship, and that is why we are going to be adding a brand new championship, the OCW United States Championship, and that title will be won at our upcoming pay-per-view. And if I haven't explained how the NXT Championship is going to be won, I will explain it right now. So, the NXT Championship will be defended in a fatal four-way between four of the NXT competitors. Who they are yet to be seen. That will be revealed later down the line as we go through Raw and SmackDown. However, I can guarantee that two of the brand new guys will be there because on the pre-show to the upcoming pay-per-view, we will see the entire NXT roster on display in 8-man over-the-top rope battle royals where the winning two guys automatically get a shot at the NXT Championship, and there will be two other guys added to that match as well to create a fatal four-way, and the winner of that match then becomes the new NXT Champion and becomes the top of the NXT brand. That is how it's going to work, and then the Internet Tag and Women's Championships will be defended in the inaugural episode of NXT. Really looking forward to doing this, guys. I really hope you guys are excited just as much as I am. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I came up with this idea to do it the other day, and I've been rolling with it ever since, and I am so hyped to do this. Trust me, I've already got stuff in place. I am ready. I'm so ready. However, there is one thing that I am missing, and that's superstars. That is divas. Not divas. They are no longer divas. They're women, ladies. I am missing talent for the show. So, I'm here to issue an open call for talent to any of my subscribers. If you have a superstar on the roster already, I will ask you not to put in a guy or put in a request to have another guy on the show. If you do want to have another guy on the show and you already have one on the show, I will consider it. But if other people who don't have a guy on the show already want to bring a guy in, that guy might get bumped. So I will still accept any offer from any person who wants to have their guy on NXT or even possibly the main show. You might not even get on NXT. You might be good enough to get onto the main show. Now, but just because I'm looking for open call doesn't mean I'm not specifically looking for superstars, and I am specifically looking for two superstars in particular, one man, one woman, who I think will boost OCW's popularity. I think it'll boost ratings. I think these two superstars are going to be a real game changer, and I hope that they are listening to this recording. If not, I ask you all to please help me find them so that I can get to them, so I can sign them to OCW. One will be a lot easier to get to, and that is the woman. She is a part of the WYCW roster, and Mike, I hope you might not know where I'm going with this, but I think this would be really good continuity between our two shows. I would really like Melissa Thompson to come over to OCW, seeing as she is in alliance with Shannon Ocarina. It just makes sense. I have something in mind there, so I would love to have her join the show if that's cool with you. If not, and you want to have a different woman from your show, I'm good with that too. That's totally fine. Now, the other one that's going to be a little bit tougher to find, and I hope that he's listening because I know he's a subscriber here to OCW. There is this young, up-and-coming guy who's really making a name for himself in the call world, specifically in YWE. He's a member of the Union. I'm talking about Max Mercury. Mercury, if you're listening to this, man, I want you to come over here to OCW. I want you in this show. You are one of the brightest up-and-coming stars in the call world today, and having you a part of the roster is something that I would really, really like to have happen. So if you're interested, please leave a comment in the comment section below so we can get this going. So, but other than those two, open call for anybody who wants to join NXT. However, I do not have time. I don't have that much time to wait. I understand I'm a ways away from, putting in NXT. NXT will not begin until after the next pay-per-view, so I still got about a month or so before I need NXT, but I have to get it all ready to go. That time is going to creep up on us faster than you think it will, faster than I think it will. It's going to happen. It's going to move fast. So I don't have that much time to wait. So by the second episode of SmackDown that we post leading up to our next pay-per-view, that is the cutoff for anybody to issue a saying they want a part of NXT or a part of OCW. That is the cutoff date. Just a couple things before you guys submit anybody. I run OCW on PS4, so please, if you do have PS4 and you can upload them to the WWE 2K18 community creation server, so I can download them. That would be very much appreciated. But if you don't have either 2K18 or PS4, but you know of a show that your guy is currently on, that I can go ahead and look at them and make them so that they can then be a part of the show, that also works too. Alright, if you guys have any questions about NXT, guys joining the show, Raw, SmackDown, and if you guys have any matchups that you want to see, leave those in the comment section below. Leave all that in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys think about NXT, what you guys think about this concept going forward. And I'm not going to take up too much more of your time, so please leave a like and comment on this video like I just said. Please subscribe to OCW if you are a brand new viewer here to OCW. And yeah, peace out, guys. See you next time, and I will see you on the inaugural episode of Raw. Peace out.